Hello and welcome to the hashtag Doug and Mickey Show. Today we are talking about the law of intuition. We've decided that the law of intuition pretty much is a gauge of how able you are to see a long-term goal in a very short period of time, as well as being able to adjust or adapt or simply roll with the punches as those challenges come across your path.
A few days ago we talked about the law of navigation, which is really important, especially on a trip like this where we're on this tour. We have to know where we're going, otherwise how are we going to get there, right? So one thing we really realized quickly is that we have applied the law of intuition a lot on this trip, which what that means basically is that we've had to adjust our sails. We've had to make some changes. We've had to add some stops.
And
we've
subtract
had
some stops.
He says with such sadness.
We missed New York.
We went to Hershey Park.
Fair enough.
Had a wedding. And Sandy Duncan, if you've been following us. Anyway, back to the focus. So what we want to do in this video is we want to help you guys kind of hone in on your skill of intuition. We want to help you develop that a little bit better. We have a couple of tools to help you do that. In the chapter, John Maxwell talked about, actually said it a lot. He said, leaders are readers. So leaders are readers. So you guys, good for you, because you must be leaders because you're reading. That's fantastic. We hope you're reading. If you're not reading, read. It's really going to help you, but especially with something like the law of intuition, because what it does is it helps you develop your, it kind of fills your arsenal with information so that you can make really great choices, really good decisions on the fly, based on your gut instinct, the knowledge that you've attained, and you can make some really good, successful navigational choices that really could lead to something even more amazing, which we've had some of those happen on this trip. So, first thing we want you to do, if you haven't already done so, get this one book. It's called StrengthsFinder 2.0. What it does is it helps you identify your top 5 strengths. It was probably the best advice that I had been given at the beginning of my Advocare journey. And it helped me figure out that my number 1 strength is being strategic. I'm really good at strategy, which is seeing that end goal and then being able to see all of the steps up to that goal. But what I really needed, which was a missing piece, is someone like Doug, because...
So one of my top strengths is adaptability, being able to, again, roll with the punches or adjust accordingly. So between her strategicness and my adaptability, we sort of fill in each other's gaps. We're each other's M&S, really. That's how it works out. But where she's able to go, this is what we're doing, this is how we're doing it, I'm able to go, yeah, okay, sounds good.
It's more than that.
It's more than that.
It's more than that.
But along with adaptability, here's the second book we recommend, highly recommend you picking up. Being adaptable, being able to adjust. Who Moved My Cheese?
That really hones in on those people that decide that they want to just, they're not going to be changed and you can't move them, and they're gonna hem and haw, and they're gonna miss opportunities because they're too busy thinking about it. They're not trusting their gut. They don't have that strong intuition, and they cannot make choices on the fly. They can't make those split decisions. We're not asking you to be these split decision makers. Absolutely not. But we are wanting to give you a few more skills just to help you develop that. Maybe it'll help you identify. So, along the lines of the strength finders, ask yourself a couple of things. First of all, I want Doug to tell me that
oh, sure. Well, John Maxwell broke it down into 3 easy categories of people who, about intuitive people, and in regard to leadership. Number 1 is those who naturally understand leadership. That's group 1, who naturally understand it. Group 2 is those who can be nurtured to understand it. And number 3 are people who will never understand leadership. So, if you're watching this video, or you've read the book, or the combination of the 2, congratulations, you're not number 3.
You're not number 3. You did not pick door number 3. But we want to help you also. So how do you apply the law of intuition in your life, in your business? Here's 3 ways you can do that. First, I want you to take a self-assessment. Really think about how often do you trust your gut instinct? How often are you going, that doesn't feel right? I'm going to think about that. You say yes to it, you say no to it, and you make those decisions based on all that other information brought into your life, and then you just kind of go with your gut, you know. And the next one really comes down to, once you've done that for yourself, who in your life have you been able, especially on your team, You've seen what their skill set is, like where they just thrive, where that's their superpower, that's their greatest attribute, their strength. When you've been able to identify strengths in your team, and if you can't do it, why don't you recommend they read that book and then let you know what their top 5 strengths? It'll make your life so much easier. If you can do that, oh my gosh, how great will that be? Because it'll lead you right into the third one, where you can actually work together as a team and you can delegate based on somebody else's strengths. We use that in our own organization, where we built a community even just around our challenge or our product users, just because there are folks in our organization that are fantastic at cooking, they're fantastic about fitness, and we just pretty much identified them and said, hey, would you lead that? Would you lead that charge? Would you be the one? Because they're passionate about it. It leads to such a positive environment, such a positive community, which has lent itself to a lot of success. I'm one person. That's one person. If you could really get great at this, it will save so much energy and so much stress when you can start delegating, start helping, and everybody working together. It's a great team building skill. So, Law of Intuition, please read it, start applying it. Get Strength Finders 2.0, and also Who Moved My Cheese. All right, you guys have a great day.